Hey everybody, today I'll be taking a quick look at the new player boards for Castles of Burgundy. In the basic game you get 9 boards, but because they are double-sided, you couldn't play a game with board 9, 8, 7 and 6 for example, because it was actually, you had a mat with on one side board 1 and on the other side board 2, then there was 1, 3, 1, 4 and 1, 5, and then there was a mat with 6, 7 and one with 8, 9. So you couldn't play a game with 6, 7, 8 and 9. Now these are 4 mats with, so actually you get 8 new boards and they are all a 10 boards. So they are all kind of the same complexity. I'll give you a quick look of them. This is 10A. On the other side we have 10E. Next is 10B with on the other side 10F. Then we have 10C with over here 10G and 10D with 10H. So that are the boards. They also come with a new optional rule. So the rules are optional, but I will give them a quick explanation. Now in the regular game you only had to match the color, match the number and adjacent to an already previously played style. So let's say you had built this castle and you had livestock over here and here. Then you could already build here because it would be adjacent to these two. So if you had a brown tile and a 1 on a 5, you could place not on these boards. The optional rule is, the additional rule is you have to be connected to a castle in the same color. So before you could build these two, this 1 and this 5, even though you had built this, you would need first, if your castle is here, this 2 and this 5, and then you can get the 1 and the 5, because it has to be connected to a castle with the same color. Now this rule doesn't apply for castles obviously, so when you have placed this, this and this, you can place a castle over here and then you could place the 5 already. So for castles the rule doesn't count, but for other regions it does. Okay, so that's the extra rule. There's one other rule, because castles become way more important. The extra rule is when a castle gets wiped from the board, so after a phase is done in the original game, a phase is done, everything gets wiped. So if a castle gets wiped from these spots over here, or a black castle, also possible, you can get that and place it in your personal depot if you give up your 2 actions and 5 victory points. Then yeah, that's it. So if you give up your 2 actions and 5 victory points, you can put a castle in your depot that was previously swiped. That's the extra rule. They are completely optional. I prefer not playing with them because I think there are already enough restrictions. You know, you have to, like when you have built this, you already have to get a brown tile and the 1 or the 5. So the extra rule of getting these first, I'm not a big fan. I think the game has enough depth, is complex enough. It doesn't need, it makes the game even harder. Workers become more important. Maybe some people will like it, maybe it's a nice step up, but like I said, you really don't have to. These are great boards, I really recommend them. They add a lot of variety. You can just play with the normal rules. I've also printed from Board Game Geek this little thing. I will add a link right now, hopefully it will pop up, and there you can see these are stats from online play, which boards, how many points they give in a certain game. So for example, you can see board 8 in a 4-player game, the average is about 245 points. As you can see, this is for 3 players and 2 players. So as you can see, this really sticks out. In board 8 you score a lot more points than with the other boards. So actually board 8 is overpowered. But when you know this, if you print this little table like I did, you can give board 8 to the newbie or just play without it. You can start playing. These are the expansion boards, boards 10A to H. So when you mix and match these, you can pick 4 boards that are about equal strength. So every player has the same chance. So the link will be up right now. You can use this to balance the game out or give a newbie an easier board, a board with more options, and I really suggest it. I think this is a really great expansion. It came with the Spielbox magazine. I don't know how widely available it is right now, but if you can get your hand on these, they shouldn't be expensive. I paid €3 I think, and it's really adds a lot of variety to Castles of Burgundy. Really recommend it. Thanks for watching, see you guys.